You know that feeling when you're stuck in, you're waiting for that parcel to arrive, you just have to amuse yourself however you feel you can, but then it's all worth it when you hear that knock on the door. So what I have got here is an order, not even an order, but a package from Reptile Systems UK. You've heard me mention these a million and one times. I highly recommend them. I don't know exactly what's in this, so let's have a look. Now the one thing I do know that's in here, or I think will be in here, is a heat mat. They've been working on a new heat mat and I am quite excited to play with this new heat mat. There's so many little niggly bits and bobs that have been massively improved on it. Like you've got your square heat mat. If that whole thing heats up like they do these days, you've got a very good chance of cracking the glass underneath if it goes on and off and on and off, because it is just a square that heats up. Well, this one, it heats up in the middle and slowly cools as it gets further out, so it doesn't risk the glass tanks breaking or anything like that. Plus, if the middle's a little bit too hot for your animal, it can slowly sit on whatever temperature it feels comfortable at. I'm massively impressed with that sort of technology they've put inside it. It's super thin. I mean, it's probably half as thick as a piece of paper, and it's absolutely amazing. Just some of the technology that's gone in it. I'll run through all that further on in the video, but that's going to be in here. And I think with Reptile Systems, well, a heat mat won't fit in a box this big, as you can tell by that one box just there. Let's have a look. I love these. I can't be shouting too much, being too enthusiastic, because in the room next door to me, Jacob's asleep. And I love these packers. I'm going to give these to Jacob in the morning, and he's going to sit there exploding them. Right, last one just there. I've got a few bits. Let's take a look at number one, this one. That is the heat mat that I was on about. So we'll have a look at that. I've got heat cable. That's their heat cable. That's absolutely amazing, because that's just amazing in all sense. I really wanted the heat mat simply because it's getting cooler. I want my dubia roaches to have proper heat. Let me just show you that now. So what we've got, right, you can see, right, there's the heat cable, and there's one dubia roach. There's more further down the back as well. So there's another one just there, and there's another one back over there, and they are just sitting on top of the heat cable. So that's not actually producing the kind of heat that I need. So that's going to come in absolutely handy. All these bits, they're all going to have reviews once I've used them and played with them a bit. This is gold dust, absolute gold dust. This is an infrared heat projector, and it's going to go in with my big leopard gecko bioactive build. This is what's going to heat them, and I can't wait to show you that. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. There's a few extra bits in here. Right, we have got a couple of stickers, a couple of pens, and another sticker there. So if you want me to ship off a couple of stickers to you guys, stick a comment down in the comment section below, and I'll pick one of yours and I'll send you some stickers. We have got some amazing anoles and bits and bobs. Jackson's chameleon, and I think that's an agami lizard, an African lizard. Day gecko, Aki monitor. If you want to see me playing with that exact Aki monitor, click on that card up there. It's where I went and visited their facility. And chameleon. That's the box empty. Let's go through and open the heat mat first. So when I actually went down to Reptile Systems facility, the big place where they test and do the packaging and just everything like that, I actually saw them testing this heat mat, and the testing they do is absolutely mind-blowing. Again, if you wanted to see that, if you wanted to see me actually go to their facility and check out all the stuff they're testing, all the little bits and bobs, I mean, they've even got a light that's underwater is supposed to be mist resistant, so you can accidentally spray it and it won't pop or anything like that. They've actually submerged it underwater, and I think it's been under there for about 5 or 6 months now, and that's still working. So head over and check on that video just there to see that. But yeah, it was absolutely a bit more bubble wrap for Jacob to play with. Check this out. So in the box you get 2 instruction manuals. Make sure you read the instruction manuals because it is slightly different with these than your normal Heatmap, and it's because of items like these. Right, I'll explain these in a second, but they are quite important. That is massively, stupidly thin. Let me get it out and show you. Look at how thin that is. It just doesn't show it very well. Let me, whoosh, look how thin that is. That's amazing. So the technology involved in this is absolutely mind-blowing. So, and I'll show you it on the box. Check this out. So there's the heat sensor. See how it's white hot there, and it slowly decreases temperature right the way to the outside. And that's so it doesn't break the glass and your animal can pick up its own temperature that it actually wants. It's also a good pointer on where to put your thermostat probe for the correct temperature. It's the wide ink bands that actually achieve that. There's no wires inside this, so it's absolutely safe beyond belief. And it's sticky on the back, so you take that back panel off and it sticks. Absolutely perfect. It's just under the tank, on the side of the tank, absolutely perfect. Now, what are these little buttons, I suppose you could call them? That's basically what they are. Now, if you put this, attach it to your tank, you can stick these buttons on the actual terrarium, on the glass tank, on the dubia colony, anything, just to give it that piece of air gap between the actual whatever your tank is sat on and the heat mat, so your heat mat isn't touching like the wooden worktop or anything like that. Again, added safety so that you don't burn whatever surface it's going to be sat on. It just keeps that up off the actual floor. It's just something that no other heat mat company has ever done before. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I love this, and because of the size of it, that is going to be perfect for my dubia roach colony. It's just one of the reasons why I absolutely love Reptile systems. They just go above and beyond and overthink everything, and it just works in our favour, in our benefit. There's all the instructions there. Like I say, you've got the white spot there, that's the hottest part, and it fades out to the very edge. You take the sticky tape off, you stick it to the bottom of your tank, and you stick those little buffers on the actual terrarium to sit it down. Just utterly mind-blowing. Let's check out the next one. This is the heat cable. Once I've got it open, that is. But this is, again, they've gone above and beyond with this actual product as well. So let me explain why. This isn't a new product. They've had this out for a while, and it's just mind-blowing. Now check this one out. So what makes this so special for me anyway is all last season I heated up all of my baby leopard geckos with heat cable under one side of the tank, and I just stripped it straight the way through. But what I did find is it was a cheap heat cable, but the heat was varying between loads of different sections. You might have that much that was perfect temperature, then you might have that much that was just totally off, then you might have loads more that was perfect, then it was just constant different temperatures across the whole width of the actual heat cable. Now, heat cable is not often used that much. Again, nice booklet of instructions which need to be read. Now, this keeps an absolute perfect temperature the whole way through. Now I will be using this with a thermostat, as you do with most or all heating products anyway, but this comes with these fancy little clips as well. So is there a picture on the box we can show you just to make it, see these clips here? So you can really make it go up and down, up and down, up and down, and just get a perfect temperature gradient throughout either the entire enclosure. You can use this on aquariums as well to keep that water temperature. You can suction cup it underneath the enclosure on the side. I don't know, I'm not that good with aquariums, but you can have it for the aquariums as well. So if you like seahorses and stuff like that that need the extra heated up enclosure. This is a 15 watt and it's 3 meters long, which is absolutely perfect for my baby leopard geckos. So I'm probably going to be using it for that, unless I can find other uses for it. Maybe the baby dubia roaches and all those colonies may use it as well. I don't know, but I am absolutely made up with this. This is going to come in so handy. And again, a lot of people don't use heat cable. I don't know why, they just don't use heat cable. It's not ever been a regular perfect temperature the whole way along it. Well, this is, and that's that. It's just something I love about Reptile Systems, is all the diagrams that are on it, all the written warnings and all the instructions. But I mean, there's another heat gradient one for you, perfect temperature the whole way through, and that's how you should install it with these suction cups. You just clip along and you just clip the cable straight into it. Absolutely perfect. But let's get on to the one I think you're probably all waiting for, this guy. I am super excited about this actual product because it's what the sort of the way forward in your nocturnal species lighting. You know, the whole CHE, your ceramic heat elements and all that sort of stuff. Well, this will eliminate that. It's like stupidly efficient compared to the CHEs. Again, with all this, you've got all the diagrams and everything like that. This is an infrared projector with a reflector built in. Let me just, oh, again, another instruction book in there, but right, let's get this and show you guys this, because I am in love with this massively. I'm turning all of my CHE enclosures, so my boa constrictors, my leopard geckos, my royal python, they're all going to be going over to this next year, and I can't wait for this. There's just, even I was talking to them at the show, and that heating element in the middle, that cost 10 grand to actually manufacture the mold just to make that. They call it the Mega Ray Heat Projector. It's just mind blowing. But this gives off all your infrared heat. So whereas your CHE would do that, this is far more efficient at doing that. It just gives off a much better ray. You can set it at the correct height to get the right projection coming down of infrared light, which is obviously infrared. We can't see that, but the animals can, and the animals see in infrared and ultraviolet. This just provides them with that. So couple this up with a proper UVB lighting system, you're going to have the absolute perfect array of light throughout the whole lighting spectrum for your specific species. I'm going to be using this with my leopard geckos, so I'm going to have every ray of light that a leopard gecko would naturally have or would naturally see, and it's going to all be in that enclosure thanks to this light. So again, with all of the Reptile Systems products, you've got the diagrams at the back. Let me explain this. So for the perfect heat and ultraviolet and infrared lights and all that sort of stuff. So there's your bulb, there's the radius, that's at 30 centimeters. So at 10 centimeters away from the surface, you're going to have an 8 centimeter radius of the preferred light, and it's going to be 65 degrees centigrade. So let's say you have it at 30 centimeters away from the animal, because obviously if you look at this, it's got to be away from the animal's head. There you go. Not from the surface, but from the actual animal's head. So 30 centimeters from the top down to the animal's head, you're going to have a 24 centimeter radius of the actual projected light, and it's going to be at 35 degrees centigrade. Now you can use this, from what I can tell, you can use this with a dimming thermostat. You don't want to use it with a pulse proportional thermostat, but that also goes for your ceramic heat elements that you've got for your boa constrictors. You don't want to use them with the pulse proportional thermostats like I have done in the past, because if they see on infrared light and yours pulse proportional thermostats pulsing that light down, your animal's lucky it's not epileptic. So that's everything that I've just picked up from Reptile Systems. Again, massive thanks to Reptile Systems for supplying me with these. I can't wait to play with that that infrared heat projector. It heats up right down into the deepest of tissues on the actual animal. The heat cable, that's going to come in massively handy, especially when it comes around to breeding season for the leopard geckos. And I can't wait to use this heat map. The modern technology in this is mind-blowing. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, let me know what you want in the comments below. Expect a full review from all of these. And again, if you want a chance at getting a sticker and a pen, just stick a comment down below.